One man charged in magistrate's court today for that $1 million drug bust over on Cat Island. COVID-19 cases continuing to surge, and a help desk set up at vaccination sites to assist with second dose appointments. Good evening, everyone. I'm Lissy Bastian. It's Friday, May 14th. Thanks for staying with us. One of two men accused of being involved in that $1.6 million cocaine seizure on Arthurstown, Cat Island on Monday was arraigned in magistrate's court on Friday afternoon, charged with possession of dangerous drugs with intent to supply. Our Laurentia Smith was at the Nassau Street Court Complex today and files this report.
38-year-old Bahamian pilot David Forbes of Grand Bahama appearing before Deputy Chief Magistrate Andrew Forbes on Friday in connection with that $1.6 million drug seize on Monday, May 10th. Hines was charged with 1 count each: conspiracy of possession of dangerous drugs with the intent to supply, possession of dangerous drugs with the intent to supply, conspiracy to import dangerous drugs, and the importation of dangerous drugs. He pled not guilty to all charges. Now, according to police, sometime around 12:30 on Monday afternoon, during a joint operation with the U.S. Custom and Border Control, U.S. Coast Guard, Drug Enforcement Administration, Drug Enforcement Unit, and officers on Cat Island, while acting on information, observed an aircraft traveling northbound from Haiti to the Bahamas. The aircraft touched land on Stallamaris, Long Island, and continued northbound. It later landed at Arthurstown, Cat Island Airport. A male observed disembarking the aircraft with 2 large multicolored suitcases. On seeing the officers, he ran in nearby bushes and was able to make good on his escape. Officers searched the area and discovered 58 kilos of suspected cocaine with a weight of 161 in the suitcase. The suspected pilot of the aircraft later landed at New Bight, Cat Island, where he was arrested by officers and the aircraft seized. Deputy Chief Magistrate Forbes issued a warrant for the arrest of Brandon Strawn Jr. of Abaco, who's believed to be the second suspect in this incident. The Deputy Chief Magistrate granted bail to Hines in the amount of $30,000 with 2 sureties. He's required to report to the Central Police Station in Grand Bahama every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Trial date is set for September 7, 2021. I'm Laurentia Smith for Jcn News.
COVID-19 deaths now up to 217 as health officials confirm the unfortunate death of a 43-year-old female of the Berry Islands. She died on May 9th. COVID-19 cases also increasing. In the Ministry of Health's latest COVID-19 update, 49 new cases were confirmed for May 13th. This brings the national total to 11,073. 45 of those cases confirmed are here in the capital, 2 on Cat Island, 1 on Abaco, and 1 on the Berry Islands. A further breakdown of the cases show that 13 of the new cases are males and 36 are females. 2 cases confirmed in New Providence have a history of travel within the last 14 days. Now, there are currently 777 active cases in country, 56 of which are hospitalized, 47 considered moderately ill, and 9 in the intensive care unit. 35 cases recovered on yesterday, bringing the total in that category to 10,002. Yesterday, 355 tests were completed, 286 coming back negative. 11 were repeat tests, and 9 had inconclusive results. A help desk has been set up at COVID-19 vaccination centers to assist those having trouble making an appointment for their second dose of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine. This much coming from the National COVID-19 Vaccine Consultative Committee, and this is for those who cannot set up a second dose appointment through the official website. Officials, however, suggest one should try entering another cell phone number, home number, or landline number. Then check your email, and if you have entered a landline number, the one-time passcode needed to make the appointment will be sent to that email address. Also, ensure the phone number or email that was used to book the first appointment. If someone else booked that first appointment for you using their phone number or email, they will also need to book the appointment for your second dose. Now, if none of the above options work, you are asked to return to the vaccination center where you received the first dose and visit the help desk. At the help desk, your information will be updated and you will be able to make an appointment for the following day. The committee also reminding the public to remember to bring your yellow vaccination card to the vaccination center. Well, it's too soon to adopt the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's maskless policy. These are the words of Consultant Physician Staff Association CPSA President Dr. Sabrika Pinder-Butler in an interview with Jcn News. You see, the CDC yesterday advised that fully vaccinated individuals do not need to wear a face mask or physically distance in any setting except where required by federal, state, local, tribal, or territorial laws, rules, and regulations, including local businesses and workplace guidance. Asked if the government should take on this same policy, Dr. Pinder-Butler says this.
I think that it's too early for us in the country to adopt those policies, considering that we still have a very new vaccination program ourselves, and I think we're still learning a lot about the COVID-19, virus, and from recommendations from PAHO as well. It speaks to us making sure that we continue to be cautious when we look at changing practices related to prevention that we have found to help us mitigate the spread of COVID.
Dr. Pinder-Butler adds that these are solely her views and not that of the CPSA. Just 3 weeks ago, Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis announced a number of relaxations to the COVID-19 mitigation measures for fully vaccinated people, allowing them to travel and gather in groups more freely. As it stands, wearing masks in the Bahamas is still mandatory. Shifting gears in crime news, police here in the capital arresting a male and female for possession of an unlicensed firearm. We're told that shortly after 8 a.m. Thursday, officers from the Drug Enforcement and K-9 units executed a search warrant on a residence on Minnie Street. That search uncovered a black pistol containing 8 unfired rounds of ammunition. Investigations into this matter continue. You're watching Jcn News. Stay with us.